Good morning, morning. You're doing a June tour today, yes. Feels like night time. It's 8:30 in the morning and we're going to do a tour of the garden. And we'll pop in the allotment as well. The allotment, bloody hell, man. I'm just keeping it in. We'll pop in the polytunnel as well. We have kind of seen that, but I'll just show you. First up, it's June allotment tour there, and I'm feeling all right with it. I've got a feeling I might be a touch late with sweet corn, I don't know, but that's down there. It's germinated, everything's good. It's going in this bed here. Look at these weeds, man. Just unreal. I must have hoed this about 15 times this year. But anyway. So we'll start on this side then. So, as you know, sweet corn there. This is going to be, I haven't gotten round to it yet, but this is going to be another bed. I'm going to put a butternut squash in there. Cardboard butternut squash. This is like this year's for next year's. You know what I mean. This is this year's to kind of use up the compost, and it's really good. But I've put in, if you remember, the courgettes. So I've got 4 courgettes in there, pick and mix, and butterscotch is in there. And to be honest, I was thinking, will it need watering? But it is really quite underneath there, lovely and moist. So probably not. I'm just going to let them go, see if they come. Now I have got 2 in the polytunnel as well, so we'll do a test, because the old boy always like the test. So we'll do a test. That would be nice. Right, I'm thinking, I asked Mark as well, because I'm not that 100%. Look at this weed, man. It's like a bloody, God's truth. I'm not 100% sure with elephant garlic. I know with garlic you get scrapes, but looks like you get scrapes with elephant garlic as well. So, the whole lot's ran to seed. So I'm going to cut them after the tour and have them, get them taken home. Right, the big nasty bed then. These tomatoes are actually looking really nice there now, nice and green and healthy. They get fed, they get looked after, everything's looking good. What I am going to do is start to pick this lettuce first. These are the aroma cost lettuce, and there's actually, you can see in there, volunteer lettuce as well, and I've got the Calabrese, it's marathon broccoli. So everything's it's lush, to be honest, but they might just get smothered out, and they grow big but might not be able to compete with everything else. So this is the bed of salad that I'm going to use pretty much straight away. Those are the Crimson Crush, which are like a blight resistant, you know, and you can see there I've got the flowers on yet. I still haven't tied them up to the poles, but it's looking good. I know them boards are kind of messy there, it's a bit, you know what I mean, but I was busy, I was experimenting. So yes, elephant garlic there, taking the scrapes off. They're all looking good, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that, and I'm quite happy with the garlic. This, until I pull it, and it might just be a kind of total shit show, as my wife says when I do the hoovering. She does any kind of housework. Well, this is a big shit show. So what is noticeable by a long shot is, and I'll show you later, is the garlic that I got in the tub that I grew in the polytunnel, just not as well. I mean, like I say, these are things that are as thick as anything. Now these don't do the scrapes, these are the ones that kind of bulb up early. Now I can't remember, I think the soft neck ones, these are the hard neck, you know, when you have the scrapes. I think that's the way around it, and I did that deliberately because the other ones, the hard neck ones, stay in the ground longer, which attracts, for me, the onion rot, you know what I mean? So I want to get them up pretty quickly, so that's hence the reason them ones, and they're looking lovely. These are me Calabrese. These are me main Calabrese ones that I put in. And yeah, that one's still coming. It's still a little bit shy there now. You know, I kind of replanted it, and I replanted one there. But actually you can see the heads are just starting to come. Like I say, that Marathon Calabrese is a cracking one for me, and I sowed it early. I possibly sowed that in February, did I? And they're just, you get them, you know what I mean? I've always had a kind of trouble with Calabrese, but saying that I might not get through. Right, we have 2 beds, 1, 2 of red onions, and this is the another experiment, and nod to the old boy there, is to see if these red onions don't bolt. My red onions from sets, 95% of them bolt, so we will see. A couple of volunteers are actually running to seed there now. I forget what they are, to be honest, but I'll just pop them in the compost. Like I say, red onions again. Moving on. Now, they should all be looking like that one, but early on, this lot got hammered by slugs. Now, slugs have gone, because I can tell that. I've beaten them at their own game, because you can see like the inside of that Brussels sprout there, I'll just show you, is all nice and healthy and lovely, to be honest. So they've gone from here, but it would be nice to have them looking like that end. Beetroot done in the paper, looking really good. I'm happy with that. I'm just letting them go now. I'm just letting them go. The next bed is not so good. Not so good at all. These are the carrots, and I do it every year. I kind of think, right, carrot time, but it hasn't had the kind of spurt of like the seeds, the weeds, the germ, and I just get lost in the mix. And it looks hideous, to be honest. It doesn't look that good of a germination anyways, do you know what I mean? So it's at this minute, I mean, there's some there, and there's none on that row until you get to that one, and then there's that one. There's some there. I might just start again, to be honest, give it a hoe, start again. That's me embarrassing, that's me bed where I've failed. So I've got more, as you can see here, more cos lettuce in here. They're looking lovely and healthy, man. Audrey introduced us to these Roman cos lettuce, I think that's how you say it though. Just nice, big, they go, huge things. But I've got quite a few, so like you see, I'm starting them ones early. Then didn't I feel guilty and shove some tomatoes in the back, so I'm just let them go, do you know what I mean? They'll get a bit of tough love, you know what I mean? And then strawberries. Strawberries have been a bit of a disappointment this year, but at least I'm going to get a couple, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, when I first started off with the strawberries, the whole of the beds was strawberry-fied, trademark, and the frosts and everything just knocked it. My cheap bed from Amazon with garlic in, and they're not as big as the garlic, but they're still, you know, you never know, I still might get a decent crop of garlic from there. And with the amount of tomatoes, garlic and tomatoes, that's what you want, man. Do you know what I mean? You can't go wrong. Well, I can, but now I came up yesterday and I obliterated me. It doesn't look actually much there, but I obliterated me. We've got so much, give it to friends and everything, rhubarb, so, and it's lovely, to be honest. It's at that point there now where it's kind of, it needs a touch of sugar. My wife's always saying, it doesn't need sugar, it doesn't need sugar. But I'm actually using maple syrup. That's my kind of go-to sugar. My mange tout is coming on. I just weeded yesterday, or I pulled, you know, I pull them out at the moment, and I'm just leaving the weeds to die. I mean, the peas are going to kind of smother everything soon, and I need to get some pea sticks in there, or some sort of brace to kind of keep them up. A couple of volunteer lettuces, which is always a good thing. So you can see here, there's a weed. I must have pulled that one up and it's clinging on. So I just kind of leave them on the bed, to be honest, just let all the goodness go back in. we have the potatoes have made a show. Now I banked them up a little bit. I'm not going to bother. No more banking up. That's it for me. I'm just going to let them go. Do you know what I mean? If it's King Edwards again, bloody hell, there's so many nods towards Steve. You know what I mean? I did King Edwards this time because he kind of thought, you know, he said a good all rounder. We're all bloody rounder. So if you haven't done King Edwards this year, think about it next year. So King Edwards in there, looking good. Well, they've come. That's the main thing. They've come. They're here. I can see them. So that's nice. Then the raspberries. Now you can see. I don't know what's going on there. To be honest, there's a definite kind of but we will see. We'll get hopefully a lovely crop off there. That would be fantastic, to be honest. I'm just letting these daffodils die back. This is just basic now going to be a flower bed. You know, I've tried other things and yeah, they work. You know what I mean? Not too bad, but just let it come like that. Just leave it, let it die. You know, that's it. Yeah, yeah, Oh, right, is that what they are, Tony? It is, they're looking good. Actually, I can see, there's a one, there's a parsnip there, there's a one there, and a one there, so, they're coming, man, they're all over the bloody shop, man. Bloody, I'm going to be in the, I might be in the top 90 for the competition. Yes, I've done all that side of the bed. Oh, we've got white onions there. I think they're stir on again from seed, like a nod to the old fella. We all did it on Boxing Day. You know what I mean? So, be interesting to see. To be honest, I don't think we'll ever change there now. It's always seeds on Boxing Day. The old boy there. So, what else we got? Beans, broad beans, and they're actually not far. You know, they're there. I can see them. The finish line is nearly there. I mean, you don't get that much, but I love them. You know what I mean? I love them. And so it's just nice to have, like, say, maybe 2 or 3 pickings, and then that bed will come into its own again for more crops. So, yeah, happy with the broad beans. And look at is it? Or will you? Now, is it not Calabrese? It is, isn't it? Calabrese? Am I saying? They're bulbing up already. So maybe he was right, because he did say over that bed, he says, Tone, it didn't look that good. Like, need some feeding. Now I fed this bed. Whoa, did I not? So, and I haven't been watering as what I should do. Do you know what I mean? So I will start kind of giving them a little tickle of water as well. So, and there's a few onions mixed in there as well. Basically a salad bed gone to kind of running to seed. You know what I mean? They're a bit kind of, they'll go in the compost. There's a couple of actually volunteers. Look at this for a volunteer, man. You know what I mean? I'll take that home actually. Lovely. So that'll just fill up with whatever. You know what I mean? I've got some dwarf beans. Dwarf beans are coming. I've got not charred, Cavarel Nero, you know, things like that I've got coming. So, and I've actually still got some more courgettes, but I think I'll be like courgette, you know, this is Jamie. Spare bed for the dwarf beans, looking good there. Cabbages, need to kind of clean up the weeds, but they're not getting touched really by slugs or snails, so I'm happy there. This is a little kind of wonder bed. This was, if you remember, 2-year-old onion sets that were just left in the hut. They look just dry and pasty. Now I can see every one there has kind of come away and it's looking fantastic, to be honest. Now look at chard's coming again. Remember, this is the chard I cut back. I mean, I probably have to get what, maybe one. I burped there. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't even had my breakfast. I should maybe cut it all back. but then I'm running the risk of no chard. But it's, you know, sometimes the leaves are kind of a little bit, but I might get a couple more pickings before. We've still got some, to be honest. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Another spare bed needs weeding, but there's more. I had a lot of those Romanian cos seeds, yes. These are the Japanese onions, which are now just starting to bulb up. Can you see? Just starting to go there. Perfect. So they've kind of hung back, but they're a great little onion just for a little bed to put in, just a kind of head start on your main onions, you know what I mean? So you kind of plant them in October, September, October, November, and you're away. What else we got? I think these are the cauliflower. Looking fine, looking all right. Nothing to see here, all no damage or anything, to be honest. So yeah, good there. These are, I love it when you see like nice green in them. These are the Roma tomatoes, and you can see there, you know what I mean, the tomatoes are coming, all looking good. So that's those other garlic, and they're definitely kind of, I'll just sacrifice a little one there. Oh, you know, they're just like pencil thin, and oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. That smells there. So, you know, hopefully they'll kind of, hell, I'll use anything, because normally it's like onion rot, you know what I mean? So, spare bed, haven't used it. Bloody dandelion. So those are them two volunteer sunflowers. I'm going to just put them in here, to be honest, see how it goes. And then there's some bits and pieces, like I say, I've got the Cavalier Nero there, maybe 2 lots of it, I can't remember. And what is this? I've labelled it, you know, 13th of April, broccoli Sun King. And I've got here marathon, more broccoli there. Then that's the Cavalier Nero. And that was again a nod to the old boy, you know what I mean? Just keep on sowing, sow. Doesn't matter if you kind of sow it and, you know, you kind of get round to putting it in, it just goes in the compost. So just sow, it's your hobby, sow. So I think, is that it here? Yes, we will just have a quick look in here. There we go. So I mean, like I say, I've done it all. What the intention is there now is to kind of take off most of the side shoots, and again, I'm feeding every day, I'm watering every day. I'm leaving the doors open still. I know we've had a couple of coldish ones, but I'm leaving flowers on there now. There's me big muckle one, hopefully, Sugar Rush Sharp. Is it Sugar Rush Sharp? Nice big tub there. Let's get that one going. Give the young fella a run for his money. Cucumbers I'll soon be tying up. Courgettes looking nice and neat. Aubergines are looking pathetic. We'll not go into that. So, we are there, to be honest. Now it's just kind of, to basically bringing things to the finishing line there now. I've kind of, you know, they've been through the nursery and the preschool and everything like that. They're just on the way there now. So hopefully we're good for June. I feel all right, to be honest. Like I say, the carrots have, and I think that's more down to me just not being a bit too hasty, than putting like eggs in one basket and just relying on it, where I should have just waited a couple of weeks and sown another batch somewhere else. It's annoying, to be honest, but that's it there. It's not that bad. Right, look after yourselves, take good care.